And joining us now, Aaron Clark, whose son, Ethan, is a senior at the school and was inside a classroom at the time of the shooting. Aaron, I thank you so much for being with us today. You shared this text exchange with your son as the attack unfolded, your son writing to you, "School shooting right now." He said, "I'm not joking. I love you." Aaron, take us back to that moment.
Well, I was at work, and I have an Apple Watch, and so I first got the messages on my watch. I threw my helmet off. I'm in disbelief. I'm like, "What is happening right now? Is this really happening?" And then I ran into a truck to call him, and he didn't answer, which scared me even more. And then that's when I texted him, and I just said, "I'm leaving work," and I ran. I ran out of the warehouse and went straight to the school. I knew on the way that I wasn't going to be able to get to him right away or get to the school. As I was driving and I got closer to the school, there were ambulances and cops passing us. Parents had to park on the side of the road, and they started walking to the school because we couldn't get to the school. There were cars everywhere, all along the roads, blocking some of the roads if it was on a hill. And then once we got closer to the school, officers, they had big guns, and they had like tan clothing. I don't even know what branch they are, but they said they directed parents to go to the football field and stated that the students would be released there soon. And I just saw parents being reunited with their kids, hugging them, crying in relief that, they laid eyes on them and they were able to hug them. Is heartbreaking, very heartbreaking.
Yeah. Is it something that, I imagine, and I've spoken to parents who have actually lost their children in these horrible instances, and one of the things that I oftentimes hear is I just never thought it could happen here, and I'm just wondering, Winder is
small.
There's a small town feel to it in so many ways. This is only one of two schools in the whole area.
Right.
How do you process this?
I'm still processing.
Yeah.
Every time I woke up last night while I was sleeping, I was like, whoa, this really happened. Today, I'm still in disbelief. I just keep shaking my head at it. Like, I cannot believe that this has happened. I talked to my daughter who graduated from there last year, yesterday, and she was like, "Mom, I don't understand how Gwinnett County didn't have this before us. Like, they're bigger than we are." Barrow County has come up lately over the last few years, but we're still considered, I think, a small county. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah. What did you tell your son, and how's he doing today? And what are some of the things, how do you think you can help your son going forward with this? Obviously, you yourself and everything that you have had to deal with, and then just to think of those four people that aren't coming home.
That's so sad. My heart breaks for those families. I'm fortunate that Ethan, he didn't witness. He didn't see the gunman, and he didn't see any blood or any of the poor victims. And I'm so heartbroken for the people that had to witness that, and then the families that, lost their loved ones. It's just horrible. Ethan is actually doing really well. I expected him to be in tears and a wreck when I got to him yesterday, but when I saw him on the bleachers, he was so calm and collected. He stated that he heard 8 or 9 gunshots, and then some of the students thought that it was a prank or not, like somebody was banging on something, but he said that he knew it was gunshots, so he got up and he closed the door. And then another student helped him to put desks in front of the door to barricade it, so the gunman couldn't get through. So I'm so proud of him. I can't imagine what that was like for him. It's just so scary, and I'm so proud of him. Yeah. He did so good.
Aaron Clark, I thank you so much for being with me this morning. We'll be thinking about you and your family, and certainly those that lost their lives. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.